gentlemen, to the finals of the Singapore University's Business Quiz 2009. I'm Ravi, your quiz master for this event. Now, firstly, the National University of Singapore making up of Team A. I'd like to introduce its team members. Syed Timur Ghazanfar, Clearat Paul Castaneda, Hong Ching Ching, and Tiffany Khan. Team A, National University of Singapore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Nanyang Technological University, Team B, led by Angeline Yeoh, Lee Bing Yi, and Lee Dan Wei. Team B, make your way across the stage right over there. Now, you would notice that Team B has got only 3 persons in the team. Unfortunately, one of their team members cannot be with them today. But I've spoken to them earlier and they said, hey, -1 will still make the numbers with their intelligence and their knowledge. Let's give them a round of applause, shall we? And to you. Team C from SIM, comprising Lai Guan Da, Aaron Julius Isaac, Lee Wei Hao, and Benjamin Phipps. Make your way out, gentlemen. Team C, right here in the green panel. And of course, the last but not the least, Hong Di Jun, Benjamin O, Tan Chia Hong, and of course, Kwek Shu Wei. Good morning, gentlemen. Now, these 4 teams you see up on stage, ladies and gentlemen, have done very, very well making up to the finals. Again, let's give them a congratulatory round of applause. All right, teams, make yourselves comfortable. Take a seat. All right, there's a little bit I'd like to talk about before we start the game proper. Now, the finals consists of 9 segments. Financial wall, as you can see on the board behind you. General knowledge, headline news, who am I? Lone Ranger, 15 minutes, investment and calculation, guess the logo, and killer questions. Now, to survive in the business world, knowledge is just a fraction of the abilities needed. It involves strategizing and sometimes making difficult decisions at the right time. That is exactly what's required out of you today in the finals to emerge champions. Now, it is played, as you can see on the screen, in a board game style minus the dice. There are 2 factors of consideration, and listen to this carefully during the game. Moving across the board and points. Different categories you see on the screen will result in different moves across the board. Depending on how you answer, you may move backwards or you may move forwards, and points will be deducted or added. The objective is to reach the champion square. This is the ultimate goal for all teams right here, okay? All right, the champion square at the end first will be the winner. The one who reaches that champion square first will be the winner, or be as close to that point within 1.5 hours. Not forgetting your points, which will be converted into cash for the champion team. Now, of course, I will explain the mechanics of the game format at the start of every category. Now, in the event of a tie, ranks will be decided based on whichever team is nearer to the end, and subsequently, whichever team that has the higher points. All right, teams? Everything's good. You've got all the mechanics there in front of you as well, just in case you need to refer to that as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we start, I'd like to introduce you to some very distinguished people today, of course, to ensure that this is played fairly, and of course, we're making sure that everything goes smoothly. We'd like to firstly give a warm welcome to our guest of honor for this event. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Alan Chan, the Director of SPH Foundation and Chief Executive Officer of Singapore Press Holdings. Mr. Alan Chan. Now, the Singapore University's Business Quiz 2009 is proudly presented by SPH Foundation, which supports lifelong learning communities, embracing language enrichment, creativity, conservation, and of course, healthy living in sports. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to introduce you to our judges one at a time, and allow me to mention their designations. Here with us today is the Chief Executive Officer of Citigroup Singapore, Jonathan Larson. The Associate Editor, The Business Times, Mr. Vikram Khanna. We also have our judges from the various universities, and firstly, from UNISIM, Head of School of Business, Dr. Tan Kay Boon. The Associate Professor, Banking and Finance, Nanyang Business School, Mr. Ho Kim Wai. From SMU, Lecturer of Finance, Lee Kong Chien School of Business, we have Professor Tong Tion Yang. From the NUS Business School, Department of Finance, we have Associate Professor Yo Wee Yong. All right, teams. As usual, before we start, let's ensure all of the mechanics in front of you are working well, all right? Team A, would you help me press the buzzer? That's working good. Team B, across. Nice and hard, okay? You know it needs a little bit of effort right there, yeah? Team C. Team D. There we go. Guys, we've done this before, right? Okay, we're going to start with the first category right there. And as you can see, it is financial world. Okay? Team A, you would begin first. Now, remember, for financial world, headline news, general knowledge, and who am I, it is fastest fingers first. I'd like to repeat that I do not have to complete reading out the question for you to buzz in. Okay? Now, if you do get the question answered correctly, you will have 20 points added to you. If it is incorrect, minus 5 points. If you get it right for these categories, you will move 1 space forward. If you get it wrong, for this particular category, you'll move backwards by 2 spaces. Okay? So concentrate. Team A would be the first going in financial world. Team A. Now, it's anyone's game right here, okay? There we go. I've not even read out the question. Team D has buzzed in. And your answer, please. Into the microphones, guys.
So if you fall below the margin, you actually have to deposit more such that it meets the maintenance margin.
Okay, if you fall below the margin, you would have to
deposit more funds to meet the maintenance margin.
That's exactly what the fund managers, the share brokers are actually asking. Is that right? Okay, let's take a look at the answer. And that is definitely the right answer. Well done right there. Well done. Okay, Team C moves forward 1 space with 20 points right there. Team B, it is for you right now in financial world. Okay, and the question goes like this. What is the rate of it? Team Delta. Okay.
SIBOR, Singapore Interbank Offer Rate.
What is the rate of interest at which short-term funds is exchanged between banks in Singapore called? You say it's SIBOR. Singapore International Offer Rate, or SIBOR. I need to catch my breath. Okay, now Team C, it is for you at Financial World right now. Again, it's open to anybody. And this is the question, Financial World. The term CDO became...
collateralized debt obligations.
Okay, I need to see what the question is. Okay, here we go. Collateralized debt obligation. It's a fight to the finish. Going to be right here. It's going to be really awesome. Now, on to the next team, which is Delta. Okay, your question stands still at Financial World. And here is the question. Question, please. Which leading Japanese vehicle maker announced Team Delta?
Toyota.
Toyota is his answer. It's Nissan Motors. Nissan Motors, minus 5 points right there. And of course, now they move back 2 spaces back to where they started from. All right, it is now Team A. Let's see where Team A stands. Okay, now you're at B. So it's going to be a who am I question. All right, it's a fastest fingers first. All right, here it is. I resigned from position of top enforcement officer at the security... SIM. The microphones.
Linda Chapman Thompson.
Okay, let's see your answer right there. Linda Chapman Thompson. Okay, and it's now on to Team B, who still stands at Financial World, and here is your question. Buying shares in one market and then...
Arbitraging.
Arbitraging. Well, very sure. I look at his face. Wow, serious. There we go. Arbitraging. Arbitrage, yes. Well done.